Walter Ego at the movies, he knows a thing or two. Walter Ego at the movies, he's coming right at you.
Well, I am back. After 3 months of wandering through the woods of northern New Jersey, I am chomping at the bit to share my wit and wisdom with you, my loyal viewers. And I want you to know that this absence was not my idea. The guy who records me said he had better paying jobs somewhere else. Something about intimate webcams and instructional videos with ropes. Like there's any money in that. Anyway, I did see quite a few films in my absence, and in keeping with recent trends with American cinema, most of them totally sucked. But I did see a few that tickled my fancy. And in the spirit of a positive attitude that should pervade a new year, I want to share some of these thoughts with you. Quantum of Solace rocks! This latest edition of the James Bond series is by far the most energetic and kinetic film of them all. Gone are the quirky gadgets and cheeky humor that we've come to associate with Bond. In their place is an almost manic energy that left my head spinning, but in a good way. Somehow director Mark Forster and actor Daniel Craig managed to root this action in the uncontrollable rage that Bond suppresses at the loss of his beloved Vesper Lynn in the previous film, Casino Royale. What they create is a cinematic equivalent of rage, and I believed every second of it. There's still plenty of hot women running around too. But what is it with Hollywood these days? Can't we get at least a little nudity with our blockbuster? Have the prudes totally taken over? Hasn't anyone in Hollywood heard of editing for television? What is wrong with seeing people who just had sex be naked? I personally find it more distracting when filmmakers try to come up with these very creative angles that show nothing, instead of just letting people be as they are. I mean, whoever gets out of bed wrapped in a silk sheet? I don't even own silk sheets. Hollywood, please. I remember plenty of excellent films with big stars or stand-ins who got naked. Remember Diane Keaton in Looking for Mr. Goodbar? Did you care if those were her boobies? I didn't. The same for Kathleen Turner in Body Heat or Natasha Kinski in Cat People. Sadly though, these are films that are literally from another century. Now, it seems as if an actor is viewed as less than if they get naked on camera. Funny though how we don't feel the same thing about European stars when we see them in their birthday suit. The best thing about Forgetting Sarah Marshall was the full frontal shot of Jason Segel at the beginning of the film. Why? Because it was real. Being naked is one of the things we do at least some of the time. We're even born that way. Anyway, in spite of all this arbitrary chasteness, I heartily recommend Quantum of Solace. I believe it is one of the year's best and most energetic creative films. Like the Bourne films that are its legacy, Quantum of Solace reminds us that it is still possible to make a film that connects to both our minds and our guts. Walter Ego says you'll find plenty of solace if you give Quantum of Solace a chance.
Walter Ego at the movies, he knows a thing or two. Walter Ego at the movies, he's coming right at you.